of Management Studies. He's also an assistant professor. And with that, we have Professor Lyra Fernandez, who is an assistant professor from Anjuman Islam's A.R. Antule Law College. Okay, so today you will get an information regarding your MMS, your MBA degree hai, but in Mumbai, it is not called as MBA, it is known as MMS. And with that, you will get information if you want to pursue future study in law, studying of our Indian law. Is it clear? So without wasting much time, I would like to request Dr. Irfan Lakhani to begin with today's session and enlighten the students regarding the process of appearing for CET for MMS Mumbai University.
Is everyone? Can everyone hear me? Okay. Yes.
Okay, so good morning, students. First of all, I am thankful to the sir and other faculties for session. As better known in Mumbai University, we have a nomenclature that is MMS, Masters in Management Studies. You might have heard the term called MBA. For Masters in Business Administration. You might have heard some nomenclature like PGDM. It is postgraduate diploma in management. All are postgraduate degrees in management. But these degrees to report to University of Mumbai, there is only one degree in management called MMS, that is Masters in Management Studies. We at Anjuman Islam's Alana Institute of Management Studies conduct the 2 years program in MMS, which is Masters in Management Studies. Now, first of all, many of you will be thinking whether to join MMS or anything or PGDM or even to pursue post-graduation in any other stream. Like suppose someone is doing BACIT, so they might be thinking they should pursue MBA. So first I will just share something why a person should think to MMS. Camera off है? नहीं जरूरत है. Okay. So why one has to pursue MMS and what are the what the benefits will be getting for doing management courses? Now, if you analyze, if someone wants to pursue MCOM or MSc or ME, that is the engineering courses, the basic qualification required for those courses are graduate in that stream. Suppose one has to pursue MSc, then the required qualification is BSc in that area. Some want to pursue maybe MCOM, then I think BCom is required. But MMS is the only course for any course in management, whether it's MBA or PGDM. Person has graduated in any stream, maybe BA, BMS, BCom, BSc. He or she is eligible to take admission in the MMS course. So why it is so? I think with this information, you are knowing this thing. Anyone can take admission in MMS. Anyone can take admission in MMS. किसको पता है ये? If you want to pursue MA in economics, you should have BA in economics. But to pursue MMS, graduate from any stream is allowed. BA, BCom, BMS, even BE, or even MBBS, which is a bachelor's degree in medical science. Anyone can take admission in management. Because this management is not a particular specialized course. It's a course which creates a leadership skill in a person. Plus, with this course, you will be able to excel in management. You might be thinking कि management, but हमने कई बार सुना, what do you mean by management? Okay, so management is nothing but if a person is joining any organization, so definitely initial stages, he or she will not be sitting on a CEO's chair or a director's position or any general manager's position. So if after your graduation, after your post graduation, if you are joining any organization, then definitely you have to start from scratch. So in the management course, what is taught? You should be able to sell your thought, your point to anyone. Initially, तो आप लोग तो पहले you will be getting more senior than juniors. You will be ideal and more senior in your organization. So you will be able to convince your point to anyone, whether peon or your parallel post or your subordinates, your bosses. That is the skill which is required. The problem now in current generation is that they have their own sets of mind. So management means whatever culture you are working, that culture you have to convince your people, your customers, your subordinates, your stakeholders. That is a skill which is developed in the management program. Someone is telling you, okay, there are 5 streams in the management, like in Allahabad Institute, there are being 5 specializations: marketing, finance, HR, that is human resource, operations, and systems. It's a specialization. Now, someone is interested in taking marketing. Okay, even at after taking admission, students come to me, sir, I want to take marketing. First, I ask them to see what is your core competency. First, you have to find out your core competency. You might have about these two a kind of a nature of person. One is extrovert and introvert. So, like, I mean, what are they? Introvert and extrovert. Yes, anyone? Who are introvert and who are extrovert?
Are those who stays within themselves, and extroverts are those who tend to speak and tend to be socialized very well.
Very good. So they are a bit open. They will be easily participating. They will be easily making friends. So they will not be shy. The introverts are comfortable to stay in cocoon, and they will very. So any person who is introvert by nature, it is very difficult for them to pursue marketing or to perform jobs in marketing, because for that you must have to speak and you have to convince someone. So ऐसा नहीं है कि introvert person cannot do anything. So point is here, if you can identify a core competency, then you will be able to perform well. So in this management course, here you will be able to identify a core competency, and we will be able to allot you certain area where you will be able to perform with your best performance. These are some qualities which are there in LMS course. Some might be thinking that LMS is the manager job will get. It is not true in current situation. Try to convince someone some of the ideas. Anything is a management. If you have organized one piece, like आपने जैसा भी usually iftar party बहुत सारे students organize कर रहे हैं. There is organizing team. So these people, if they are able to organize that entire iftar party or any of the piece or any of the program or any of the activity, that is a management. It is nothing very big, but that same science will be applicable on each and every area, and one has to excel in that area. So the basic message for this course is, one has to first of all identify the core competency. Don't choose your career with the pressure of peers, with the pressure of parents, with the pressure of your liking. First, identify your core competency, then choose your career. They are not yet just to stress to क्या LMS से addition है. They are just creating awareness about LMS course. What is LMS about? What is the management about? Okay. And second thing I will be telling to you, most of the students from our area or our community, are facing this problem of they are introvert in classroom, they are introvert in the face of companies. Usually they are extrovert. क्लास में पूछेंगे तो बातें नहीं करेंगे, बाहर जाएंगे तो उसकी आवाज सुनने में आएगी. Why it is so? Why people are not able to speak? Because they have a fear that if they speak, then their ignorance will be open to everyone. So that need can be tackled with this management science. So it's very small thing which now I am not that much time. I can give you a more detail. So I'm just quickly coming to the program. This MMS program is a University of Mumbai degree. It's a postgraduate degree. Remember, MBA is not conducted by University of Mumbai. MBA is conducted by Pune University or any private university called Devi Patil or maybe a central university like AMU, etc. So in Mumbai University, if I have to pursue MBA, there is a nomenclature for MMS. Okay. And PCDM, some of the institute is having PCDM is nothing but a postgraduate diploma. It's not a degree. So PCDM is not equivalent to MMS. MMS is on the upper hand on PCDM. So you have to select MMS over and above the PCDM or any MBA courses. Secondly, what is the eligibility criteria? There are two eligibility criteria for taking admission MMS. One has to finish their graduation with minimum 50% marks with any recognized university, which is recognized in India by UGC. So a person can be a BA, BCom, BMS, LLB, whatever. So with 50% marks of 3 years, aggregate with 50% marks. And second important eligibility criteria is the person has to pursue a MSCT, that is entrance test of that particular year. Entrance test is not eligible for any other year. It's particular year. So that person has to pursue that CET of that particular year. So for MMS, you are having MHCET, which is conducted by the government of Maharashtra. Therefore, the name is Maharashtra CET. And this is the only way to take admission in MMS. So at this stage, you might have not thought MMS karna hai ki nahi karna hai. So why we are here, we can just tell you that whether 0.1% you might be thinking of MMS karna hai. 0.001%. Still just apply for CET and appear for CET. इतना करके रखो. Because 99% हमने past 20 years में देखा है कि बाद में students को ऐसा होता है कि हमको MMS करना है, but they are not CET, therefore they are disqualified. तो एक साल उनका waste होता है. Suddenly, you can come to our college, you can ask students कि CET admission लेने के पहले 6 महीने पहले आपके mind में क्या था? वो बोलेंगे हमने तो MBA के बारे में सोचा ही नहीं. I don't know what happened to the students. कि रिजल्ट आने के 2-3 महीने में क्या इंफॉर्मेशन आ जाती है कि दे आर सडनली दे थॉट कि दे हैव टू परस्यू फाइनेंस, बट द गेट इज क्लोज्ड नाउ. अर्लियर सम alternate examination called ATMA, NAT, D4 allowed. तो उसके एक अटेम्प्ट बाकी रहते थे after your results of your graduation exam. But now, as per the new rule of the DT is a authority which is governing the admissions of MMS, that is related to technical education. So they have disallowed all the examination except Master CET. So here our message to you is please enroll for that Master CET examination. Just a matter of I think 1,500 rupees. You have to just appear for that examination. And score is not a big thing. Score is not a very important thing, but you have to appear. So one has to clear your graduation with 50% marks. वो तो आपका आ ही जाएगा. Secondly, one has to appear for Master CET. So last date is 20th of this month. If you apply, then maybe exam will be there in a month or two. It will be a one-day exam of aptitude test. Professor Alish will be elaborating about how the exam will be there. So I think this is enough for my side. So I will request Mr. Alish to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Irfan. At the outset, I would like to thank the principal of AP College, the coordinators, for giving us an opportunity to interact with all of you. Every year we come here with the mindset that we will help you to, make a difference in your career. Because as ma'am spoke right in the beginning, that what should you actually do after your graduation? Now, most of us, especially people from our community, find it a little difficult to understand what we need to do after the entire process of 15 years of education. Let me tell you today, 15 years of education is not enough. Even for that matter, if you're planning to pursue any degree or any course which is in a foreign university, they want you to have at least 16 years of education. So a lot of people, what they do is they do their MBA from here and they do 1 year graduate, a PG diploma from any other university in the US or maybe Canada, or if you have the opportunity, if you have the funds, if you have the caliber is very important. It's not just about funds. A lot of people with the funds also cannot really go there. So we know that a lot of students are migrating to different countries. But if you don't have the requisite number of years of education, you will not be able to make it to those universities. Now, the reason why I started my talk on this particular point is, बहुत से ऐसे लोग हैं जो ये चाहते हैं कि वो बाहर जाकर के पढ़ें, but they do not really have the right number of education or the right number of years in education. So these 2 years that you add on for your graduation or 17 years of education will really make a difference. Now the question is, how do you get into this particular course? Dr. Irfan has already given you a lot of information about what the course is, how will it groom you, what difference will it make for you, etc., etc. Now the question is, the gateway to the education or to these 2 years of education is a proper entrance exam. Now, why we call this course a job-oriented course is because the objective is more or less to give you a good, suitable, well-paid, well-established job. Now, let me tell you at the outset, पहले से मैं बता दूं, बहुत से लोग ये सोचते हैं कि हमने ये कोर्स कर लिया तो हम दुनिया जीत गए या हम किसी भी कंपनी में एंट्री कर सकते हैं. Let me tell you, the salary package that you get after completing these 2 years is completely proportional. It is directly proportional to the amount of effort you are willing to put into these 2 years. So let me not be very, very idealistic. I'm going to be very pragmatic, very practical. अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि आपके हाथ में जादू की छड़ी आ जाएगी, वो नहीं होने वाला है. But if you promise yourself, not us or not anybody else, if you promise yourself that these 2 years are going to change my life, only then will it help you. I have seen cases. Now, this is Mumbai, okay? यहाँ हमारे पास, we are living in one of the top urban centers. In fact, if you read the newspaper today, there was a very big article about how the entire district of, the low-lying areas of Kamatipura, that is, adjacent to us, it is going to be redeveloped into one of the largest banking and commercial district. We are very fortunate to be in Mumbai, one of the largest urban centers of India, in fact of the world. I have been to areas in Konkan where people do not have clean water to drink, where they do not have enough resources. They actually help their parents in the morning at the farm and they go for college. They walk about 2 kilometers to 3 kilometers after taking a ferry from one place to another. That is the kind of effort they have been putting. I'm not, trying to degrade you. You also are equally competent enough. It's just the fact that we are so complacent. When I say we, I mean we, including me. We are so complacent. हम इतने आराम से अपनी जिंदगी जीते हैं कि हमें लगता है कि सारी चीजें हमारे लिए अवेलेबल है, but हम उसका सही तरीके से इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे. And that is precisely what we are here for. 2 years of COVID has kind of disconnected us from students, and we are really lucky and happy to be back in a classroom filled with students. It's a big thank you to the Almighty. Alhamdulillah, we are here and we are able to communicate with all of you in person, because that online connect, and this is for all the students online as well, that online connect was good enough, but not that good as what we see in class today. Now, this course is not only for job-oriented people, but even people who want to get into entrepreneurship. I have seen a lot of students from our MMS course who have become entrepreneurs, not really very big, but then they've at least started off. The objective is to give you a kickstart. That one quick jump is going to help you. So why do we actually need to do a MBA or an MMS? Now, typically what happens is when you do only a graduate course and you get into the industry, at some point in time you will realize, यार काश मैंने उस सेमिनार में जो स्पीकर आया था उनकी बात सुन करके 2 साल और पढ़ लिया होता, ना कि अपने करियर पे अभी फिलहाल फोकस कर. Because then you will realize that you need that additional push, and these 2 years will give you that additional push. So a lot of times you're stuck, you don't get the right recognition in the industry. I'll give you an example. We have students who are placed with companies like Oppo and Vivo. And when Oppo and Vivo were being launched in India, especially Mumbai region, 2 of our very good students who were not that good when they joined us, but they put in the efforts, they made sure that whatever efforts they're putting will give them a difference. And they were placed as the territory head above the person who had actually helped Vivo and Oppo establish their presence in Mumbai. Just because they were MBAs and the person who established it was a graduate. So, no doubt, you may be competent, you may be skillful, but that's not enough. You need the educational backing to be ahead of the others in the race. अगर आपको आगे बढ़ना है, आपको सही educational qualification की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है. And you will realize this if you don't take the right decision. You will realize this maybe a year or two later once you get into the industry. So we don't want that to happen. As Sir rightly said, appear for the CET exam. It's just a matter of 1,500 to 1,000 rupees. If you are a open candidate, general category, you pay 1,000 rupees. If you are a reserve candidate, OBC, ST, NT, any other reserve category, you pay 800 rupees. And if you are a reserve candidate or from the reserve category, your eligibility criteria also comes down 5%. 45% is the eligibility criteria for your admission to MBA. Okay, so career growth is important. Now, why do you need the higher education? It's only very few people, barely about 1% of all the managers are non-MBAs, and those people also will be way beyond the age limit. So that's how important it is. A lot of people come to a particular point and then they opt for part-time degree programs, which is really taxing. This is a full-time degree program. The reason why I would recommend you to get into a full-time degree program is because you'll be able to focus more. You'll be able to get that kind of impetus. जो आपको वो jump चाहिए, वो आपको वहाँ पे वो सही तरीके से मिल सकेगा. Okay. Now, as sir has already spoken about the course, MBA, MMS, the nomenclature is very clear. आपको difference पता है. 4 semesters का course है. The first 2 semesters are general. That means everybody will be sharing the subjects, and you will be given a blend of all subjects. मतलब 5 specialization के अलग-अलग subjects आपको सिखाए जाएंगे. Operations management, IT for management, communication skills. So it will be a holistic perspective. Whatever is required as an entrepreneur, as a manager, those skills will be taught to you. I'll come to the later on parts about add-ons, etc. 5 specializations. Now the specialization semester is the 3rd semester where you have to choose between the 5 specializations: marketing, operations, finance, information technologies, and HR. Now, most of the colleges have bars over the number of specializations they offer. We are one of the few colleges that offers all the 5 specializations, even if we have less number of students, because we believe everybody should be getting a fair chance. Okay. Now, talking about the CET, as sir has already mentioned, the CET exam is going to be a 200-mark exam, 1 question per mark. The best part is no negative marking. No negative marking. So, a lot of times why we ask students to appear for the CET exams, बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि सर हम लोग थोड़ी और तैयारी करके नेक्स्ट ईयर देंगे, बट वो जो थोड़ी और तैयारी के चक्कर में हम लोग 1 साल वेस्ट करते हैं, उसमें आप 1 साल पूरा कंप्लीट कर सकते हो, और 1 साल की कीमत आप खुद समझ सकते हो जब आप इंडस्ट्री में जाओगे. When you put 1 full year, 365 days are a lot of days. Okay, you can actually do a lot of things in that 1 year. Now there are 200 questions in 2.5 hours, so about 45 seconds per question. But that doesn't mean you have to go very quick. There will be strategies that will be discussed, how to appear for the paper, what type of questions. In fact, I will be taking these free CT training classes that we will be organizing on our campus. We are located at CST, just bang opposite the CST station. So it should not be much of an issue for you. Now there are 4 main sections that are there: verbal ability and reading comprehension, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, and abstract reasoning. We will be sharing all the material for the CET training with you. We will be conducting the classes and teaching you topic by topic for each of these questions. Okay. Now, sorry. The maximum weightage is for logical reasoning. Out of 200 questions, 75 questions will be for logical reasoning. They will be very simple questions. I will show you some sample questions, and when you look at those questions, you will feel, "Arey yaar, ye to bahut hi, simple questions hai." They are really very simple. We can easily do it. There are different topics, and they will test your logic. The two, there are 2 sections that share the second spot in terms of weightage in the examination. That is quantitative aptitude and reading comprehension and verbal ability. Now, a lot of people find it difficult. So you can choose either of these 2, because there is no sectional cutoff like CAT. CAT में क्या होता है, आपके पास 4 sections होते हैं, आपके पास हर एक section में आपको इतना score करना जरूरी है. If you don't score it, you are not eligible for admission. But here that's not the case. You can attempt only 75 logical reasoning questions and walk out of the examination hall. But that's not what we recommend, because we give you a training on all the 4 sections. You can choose, ठीक है, ये मेरा strong point है, ये मेरा weak point है, and we will talk about how to skip questions, when to skip the question, how much time should you spend, all those things. Okay. Now, as I told you, no negative marking. Now, in the past, we had multiple exams that were accepted, but now only CMAT, CAT, and CET is accepted. CAT and CMAT are already gone. The only option left for you now is CET. So do not wait. A lot of people may tell you, "Arey, AGMA ka waqt hai, MAT ka waqt hai." Please don't wait for it. They are still conducted, but Maharashtra colleges are not allowed to take admissions based on these examinations. So please keep that in mind. Okay. You need to put your best foot forward. The last date is the 20th of April. I will share all the details with Mr. Etisham, and he will forward it to you. In fact, if you want, you can visit our website as well. All the information is there. I will share the website. I will share my contact details. Any one of you can connect with me on WhatsApp.
In past, these exams are eligible. As seen, IT someone may guide you ATMA and guide are allowed. But now, last year, it's correct in March. So to take the admission in MMS, only this seat is only option. पहले था ये अग्री के पहले this was 6 March 2021 ATMA and that. But now from last year they have completely scrapped all this examination and only this March seat is only allowed. Just your mind and just what right points of the 1% at least appear from this exam.
Okay. Now the fees, the approximate fees is 1,13,000 rupees per annum. Okay. Now you may be wondering, this is
Fees of all MMS courses is regulated by a government authority called fee regulating authority. Point of different institutes in Mumbai who are pursuing MMS courses. Fees are different for all the institutes. As you people know about Anjuman Islam, their objective is just to educate the students of a particular community plus other community with a minimum cost. Therefore, at our institute, our fees is one of the lowest in Mumbai. It is 1,13,000 per annum. You can see the website of FRA, Fee Regulating Authority. You can search the institute name under MMS and MBA. you will be getting data of all the institutes in the Maharashtra. So fees of Alana Institute of Management Studies lowest, one of the lowest, that is 113,000. In spite of having our campus at the just above CSC port area, our fees is very, very less. And this fees 113,000 per annum is for normal open category students. Student can take admission under SC or ST category. Everyone knows what is SC and ST category for us. Certificate issued by the government, person belongs to that scheduled class or scheduled tribe category. Another categories are OBC and EBC. Even OBC, I think everyone is knowing what is OBC category. So for SC and ST category, fees is completely nil. Only condition is that at any institute, there are admission quota. So at Alana Institute, admission is given in 3 separate quotas. One is minority quota, other is open, and third is government quota. So if you take admission through the minority quota or the government quota, that is through centralized admission procedure. The thing given that खाली सुनने में आपको टेक्निकल लग रहा है, सारे स्टूडेंट का एडमिशन वो centralized admission procedure के थ्रू होता है, that is for CAP. So you will be able to get a scholarship of 100% in SC and ST category. A person belongs to OBC. A person is like creamy layer certificate. Then 70,000 person has to pay. That means approximately 45,000 will be financed from the state government. That is smart DPD scheme. आपने सुना होगा smart DPD के बारे में. तो 113 में से भी आपको I think 670 pay करना है. जो person belong to OBC category. And other thing which I think most of the students are not knowing, EBC category. What is EBC category? Economic backward class. सुनने के लिए थोड़ा सा अजीब लगता है कि we are not from backward class, but this is a matter of taking advantage of the government. You have to just obtain a certificate from the collector's office. Your family income, yearly family income is below 8 lakh rupees. If you just obtain a certificate from collector's office, your family income yearly is less than 8 lakh rupees. Suppose you are having an EBC certificate, in that case also you will be getting a scholarship of around 45,000 per annum. You have to only pay fees of 70,000. अभी आप अगर इंटरनेशनल स्कूल देखेंगे तो वहाँ की फीस 1 लाख है, प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी. If you just find out the fees of Meteor and Ambani and Orchid, so their fees is around 1 lakh rupees. For MMS, it is MBA course with the Mumbai University degree, you will be getting 70,000 rupees. करना है आपको adequate marks in CET, just apply for that income certificate from the collector's office. I think your collector office हमारे इधर एक old custom house पे a person is in थाने district तो थाने में collector office है. इसमें आपको certificate लेना है, you fall into EBC category, economic backward class. In that case, you will be getting scholarship of 45,000 per annum. आपको फीस कितनी भरनी है? Only 70,000. If you analyze, you can see this website. This is the lowest fees. Okay. So normal fees is 113,000. SC ST category no fees. OBC and EBC category you will be getting scholarship of 45,000 per annum. You will be end up paying 70,000 of fees. And the students are not falling under any category like SC, ST, OBC and EBC. लेकिन इसमें को minority है. Minority means Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Parsi. There are some 7 minorities in for the Constitution of India. Then they should have domicile certificate of Maharashtra. That means उनके 15 साल महाराष्ट्र में उन्होंने stay किया है. I think it's very common. One can obtain domicile certificate. Then they can apply for a state government scholarship that is 25,000 per annum. तो वो तो आपको anyhow मिलेगा. So that is the last one you will be getting 25,000 per annum. So 25 minus 113. So you again you will end up paying around 90,000. So I think कोई ऐसा होगा जो शायद महाराष्ट्र में डोमेसाइल सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है, तो मिनिमम 25,000 स्कॉलरशिप आपको पर एनम तो मिल जाएगी. तो मिनिमम विल एंड अप पेइंग 90,000 फीस एट पर एनम. तो डोंट थिंक दैट कि आपको चीजें सस्ती मिली बिकॉज़ एज मेनी पीपल इवन अभी अनिक सर बता रहे थे कि परसेप्शन बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है. तो मेनी पीपल है परसेप्शन के ब्रांडेड नहीं है तो अच्छा नहीं होगा. यू कैन फाइंड आउट द एम्प्लॉयड के वाला इंस्टीट्यूट. आई थिंक इन सम ऑफ द एरियाज में फाइनेंस का उसमें मैं फाइनेंस की तारीफ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. वी आर वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इंस्टीट्यूट इन फाइनेंस इन एमएमएस. आप पता कर सकते हो मार्केट से. बस कंटिन्यू.
Okay, so Irfan sir has already given you information about the fees, the structure, the pattern. Now we have options for, you can obviously opt for an educational loan and scholarships. Sir has already spoken about. Now I will share this handout with all of you on WhatsApp. And what you can do is you can connect with us. These are the contact details. I will share the contact details and any information that you require, any sort of guidance. We are always available. Now, just a quick update on what kind of add-ons we offer. So the infrastructure we have is pretty good. These are the add-on courses that we normally offer. We have NISM exams. We have exams that are conducted by IIBF. We have special trainings for BSc area. That's the Bombay Stock Exchange Brokers Forum. We have trainings that we give on data analytics, digital marketing, HR analytics. So all these specializations are covered with the add-on courses. मतलब आप कोई भी specialization लेते हो, आपके लिए एड ऑन कोर्सेज हम ऑफर करते हैं और एड ऑन कोर्सेज इसलिए ऑफर करते हैं बिकॉज द लास्ट टाइम द सिलेबस ऑफ एमएमएस वाज अपडेटेड वाज इन 2016 2016 से 2022 6 साल गुजर चुके हैं और ऑब्वियसली जितने साल गुजरते हैं सिलेबस में उतना गैप बढ़ता है दुनिया रुकती नहीं है बट इट कीप्स चेंजिंग एंड यू नीड टू कीप अपडेटिंग एंड वी कीप इट keep one thing in mind that our students need to be updated with all these things. Okay, so that's the reason we offer all these. Then there are various study visits that we do. We've done these study visits and industrial visits. Obviously, because of COVID, a lot of things were stalled. Hopefully, this year we will be able to resume the industrial visits that we have and all these study visits that we've done. In fact, we've already resumed the study visit to NISM, which is the National Institute for Securities Market. Now, these are very important areas that we target because यहाँ पे आपको job opportunities ज़्यादा available है. इसके अलावा digital marketing एक बहुत बड़ा field है, बहुत बड़ी stream है. You can actually set up your own firm. Now, I'll just give you one last quick understanding about location, etc. ये हमारा address है. These are the contact details and the email address. So if you have any query, you can write to info@aiims.edu.in. Very simple email address. You can remember this. Our website is also aiims.edu.in. In fact, even if you just search for aiims.edu.in on Google, you will be able to reach our website. And for any contact details, you can connect with us on the landline or the mobile number. I will share my mobile number on your WhatsApp group. You can connect with me. Okay, that's the end of this presentation, but I want to show you some sample questions before we close. Okay, just 2 minutes. I'll just show you a few sample questions. Is the audio okay now, everyone? Is the audio okay? Okay. I know you are getting restless. I think we've eaten a lot into your time. But let me tell you, this is a very important time for you. अगर आप थोड़ा और वक्त spare कर देंगे तो आपके लिए काफी beneficial होगा. Now, if you look at this, this is the first chapter in the logical reasoning area. It's a very simple type of question where you will be given a series of numbers, and based on those series of numbers, you will have to find out the next number. Now, these are kind of questions that you will have in the aptitude test. Let me tell you, even if you go for an interview, in any organization, in any reputed organization, any multinational company, you will be given the first round that will be an aptitude test. In the aptitude test, you will be asked these kind of questions. So it is good if you start preparing for it now itself. Even if you're not appearing for MBA later on, it will still be helpful to you. So there will be questions like fill the last number. So 2, 4, 6, 8, comma, and then question mark. Which is the next number? 10. Why? Because this is a series of even numbers. Similarly, you will have 1, 2, 3, 5, comma, question mark. Which is the next number? 7. But remember, this is not a series of odd numbers. This is a series of prime numbers. So all these things will be taught to you during the free CET training. Now there is a Telegram group that I have created for all the students who are opting for the free CET training class. And there is a registration form that you will be filling for the free CET training class. If you are interested, please fill the form and join the Telegram group. All the updates will be given on that particular group. Okay. So I don't know, I mean, right now, how many of you are actually interested for the course? But if anyone is interested, you can communicate and connect with me directly. Okay. I'll give you the group. You can join it immediately. I think ma'am is waiting for the next section. So after we finish, I will share it with Etisham sir. He will put it on your group. Okay. The entire details.
I think I'm against testing to at least apply for this examination because again we are telling you we have experience after the results suddenly many students have that feeling campus. More exams will be there for the admission and then again we end up in this one year. So just this one is the matter. This is a matter of 1,050 minutes. Apply करो exam I think 2 दिन देने के बाद होगी तो at least you are ready to अगर आपको नहीं करना है still just appeal for the exam otherwise also got a right thing to again this skills and knowledge.
So just one more thing, since AP College is our sister concern, there's one more additional thing that we can offer, Etisham sir. If there is a batch of about 20 to 25 students that is formed from the college, from various specializations or various courses, we can come on campus and deliver these sessions for you, specifically only for this college, sir. Yeah. So these are certain things that we can do. We will try to go out of the way and try to give you all the guidance. I remember I stay very close by. I stay at Bombay Central. That's at Bustan apartment. So I remember there were a few students from AP College in the last few batches. They actually came to me and we did discuss the last minute. They were very confused. The last minute decision that they took was at McDonald's that is just adjacent to my place for a cup of coffee, and anybody is welcome. You can have a cup of coffee with me. You need any other guidance, any other mentoring, कोई भी अगर आपका सवाल है, you can ask us right now. If you feel shy, नहीं अभी नहीं पूछना है forum में, you can ask me later on. But I would encourage you ask me right now, because जो सवाल आपके जहन में होगा, शायद से वो और किसी के भी जहन में हो सकता है. Maybe they are not very, good to go with asking it in the forum right now. So if you have any queries, we are open to queries right now. Any questions, anything? People online also, if you have any questions or anything, please ask us.
Sir, that coffee offer is only for the student or it's open for the faculty also?
That's available for.
मेरा नुकसान हो रहा है यहाँ खड़ा होके.
Okay, now this is a question that is asked by everyone. Minimum marks to crack CET. Let me tell you, admission is given on any score which is a non-zero score. अगर आप probability के basis पे भी एक ही option पूरे 200 में टिक करके आते हो, तब भी आपको 0 तो 100% नहीं है. Okay, so eligibility आपकी है, but don't leave it to chance. That is why I am calling you and inviting you for the free CET training class. Last minute भी अगर आप training करते हो, because see, they have extended the date for the registration till the 20th of April. but the exam is slotted to be in the month of May or June. We're not very sure about it. The dates are still not out. So probably that will be after you finish with your board exams. थोड़ा आपका ज़हन थोड़ा clear होगा. You'll be in a better position to take a clear decision. So as sir has constantly been focusing and stressing on the point कि आप exam दीजिए, exam देने के बाद आप तय कीजिए कि आपको admission लेना है या नहीं लेना है. So with respect to the score, anything above 25 percentile out of 200 is decent enough to get you into the college. But I would recommend that you try and focus towards anything which is above 45 to 50 percentile, so the entry will become more easier, because you never know the difficulty level of the paper. If the difficulty level of the paper is easier, then the cutoff goes higher. If it is tough, the cutoff reduces. वो कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में यही सिनेरियो होता है. तो किसी भी सूरत हाल में आपको ये एग्जाम देना है, क्योंकि अगर आप ये एग्जाम नहीं देते हो तो जो आपका एक लास्ट ऑप्शन है वो आप बंद कर रहे हो, उस दरवाजे को ही आप बंद कर रहे हो. फिर आप लाख सर पटक लो, लाख बोलो कि सर मैं आपको डबल फीस देना चाहता हूं, फिर भी आपका एडमिशन नहीं हो पाएगा. CET is mandatory. Without the CET you cannot get into any MMS course. This is across Maharashtra. No. So the free CET training is open to anyone who wants to appear for MMS across Mumbai, in fact across India. Anyone who wants to come can come and sit for the CET classes. So if you have any friends from any other college who want to come and sit for the class, they are most welcome. Yeah, Tala, you have a query? Tala, online, you have a query? Yeah. So the lecture will be conducted on our campus. All the so if anyone has any query or anything, you can connect with me on WhatsApp, email. In fact, I'm available on Facebook as well. Yeah, the training is free. Yeah, I can give you my contact number. I'll just type it out. So that's my number. I've put my number in the chat box. It's if you want, you can write it down. It's 9892. I will give you Irfan sir's number as well. Sir, 765-740. Sorry, 9819-865-765. 8 minute. 785. My name is Professor Avesh Bornia. You can connect with me. Okay, with respect to the training, we will be conducting the training offline, and later on we will see if we can move to a hybrid form, but we would want to keep it offline because the objective is you sit in class and you solve it before us, along with us, so that material, because घर बैठे बैठे 2 साल हमने देख लिया है कि students कितना effort डालते हैं कितना नहीं. I mean, there are people who have done very well, but there are people who have taken it for granted. So we want you to come out of that comfort zone and put in your best effort. So training is going to be offline, but if you have any query, you can come and connect with me.
Many companies have put that bar. Students have pursued online.
You connect with me on the Telegram group. So Regarding the second number, the second number is Dr. Irfan Lakhani's number, my senior faculty, and the first number is my number. So you can save it. But don't worry, I'll be giving you the entire write-up on WhatsApp. Edisham sir will share it with you. So there will be 3 links. The first link will be for the registration of the pre-CET training exam. The second will be for connecting on the Telegram group, and the third will be the CET exam link. So you have to go online and fill the form, and you have to register with the government of Maharashtra's website. Okay, all those links will be shared with you in a while, immediately after some time. So that will come onto your WhatsApp group, and then you can connect. If you still want to connect with me offline specifically, you are most welcome. And if you have a batch of more than about 20-25 students, you can come here also and deliver the lectures. We don't have any issue. Yeah. Sure. I think it would be very, very apt to say thank you to the students and the faculty, and obviously the organizing committee, the principal of AP College. We are very happy to see students in class. Hopefully, we don't see any other wave of the pandemic, and our education doesn't get hampered again. So please keep one thing in mind. You take the admission or you don't. Please appear for the CET exam. That is the message that we want to convey at the end of this session. Okay. So before we close, any queries if you have, please put them across right away. Otherwise, we are done.
Even I graduated from this college only from 1999 batch, and I see myself in that place where you are sitting. So fortunately, this is a very good college, and those days we used to discuss in 1920 the colleges who are taking admission with minimum eligibility of 70-80% cutoff. If you see their graduation marks, students, they are falling down to first class. They are falling down to second class also. And at those days, 80 was taking admission with percentage of, I think, double mark sheet, 35, 45, or rarely, I think, one of the first class. If you see the results of graduation and BMS, you are getting many of the distinction in first class. So those here, there was a tagline with this college is capable to convert stone into gems. So don't feel underestimated. So you can do very well in the future. These are the doors to you. I am not good at all this stage, but मैंने किसी का एक copy किया है just audit that line. मंजिल मिलेगी भटक कर ही सही, मंजिल मिलेगी भटक कर ही सही, गुमराह को वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. Thank you so much.
For this session. Now, I request Professor Laira from College of Law to guide us about the law.
Okay, good day all. Good morning all. Okay, I take immense pleasure to be here, and I would like to thank the faculty and the principal of AP College for giving me an opportunity to present to your careers after LLB. And I also like to thank my principal as well as my professors and the coordinator for giving me an opportunity to be present here today. So now, as you all are in your crossroads of your career, so now you might be thinking, what next? What next? Okay. So I would tell you, law is a course which blends with every other course. Okay. Be it MBA, be it MBBS, or be it engineering. So law is something which blends, which goes along with every other course. In our college, Barrister A.R. Ranthule College of Law, we even have doctors who are studying law because of medical legal issues. Okay, there are engineers who are studying law because of their own cases. Now, what is the advantage of studying law? Okay, first of all, even a common man, why do they study law? They are settled in their career. कोई doctors है, कोई engineers है, but then too, why? Because first of all, you know your rights. You can fight for your own rights whenever your rights are violated. And secondly, you can also fight for the rights of the underprivileged who do not know their rights, who do not have the opportunity of studying law. Okay, so this is how our society will progress when you fight for the rights of the underprivileged as well, only when you know your all rights which the Constitution provides. So in law, we have subjects like Constitution, which gives you a whole thing on your rights, on your duties, and all other laws. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what is the benefit of doing law? I mean, हम लोग तो law कर लेंगे professional course, but उसके बाद क्या? Like I don't want to run behind a lawyer. I do not want to catch their briefcase and run in all other courts and so on. But there are many other opportunities apart from litigation in law. So today I am here to guide you on what are the other opportunities in law. Okay, first, the very old traditional method was practicing law in different courts, right? That is litigation. Okay, but gone are those days now. We have many other career options, right? If you do not want to practice in the courts of law, okay, you can also opt for non-litigation, which has drafting. Okay, your communication skills should be good. You need to have a flair for writing. So we have an option of non-litigation as well, where companies or other law firms even hire a lawyer just for drafting. Okay, just for drafting contracts, negotiating, and so on. And there are other lawyers who present their case in the courts of law. So basically, litigation is something where you present your client's case in front of the judge, fight for their fair justice and fight for their rights. Okay, it's not necessary that as soon as you get your LLB degree, you have to work. Okay, you have to work in a company, a 9 to 6 job, or or 10 to 8 job. You can start your own practice. You can be your own boss. Second, you can also join a law firm. What is a law firm? A law firm is basically where a group of lawyers come together and set up their own firm. Okay, so once if you take admissions in law, once you're clear law, okay, you all can get together and set up your own law firm. Okay, there are some law firms which usually practice in all areas of law: criminal, property, civil, family, and there are some law firms which specialize in certain areas such as family, property, or other civil matters, or government matters, BMC matters, and so on. Now, students, what most of the students do is, most of the students who pursue their LLB, what they do is during their internship breaks, they join law firms just to learn the procedure of how the courts work, and also they see how the advocates present themselves. Okay, so this is one of the options after doing your law. Okay, or even during your internship breaks, even now I would suggest, if you all have the time and if you all have the zeal, you all can go, you all can sit in the courtroom since it has started physically, and you all can observe. Now, another option is joining judiciary. Okay, becoming a judge. How interesting it is. As soon as you all get your LLB degree, you all can opt for.
In the meantime, student fill these forms.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, another option is you all can directly enter into judiciary. You all can directly sit on the seat of the judge once you will get your LLB degree in hand. Okay, but the criteria is you all need 60% and above and no ATKT. Okay, so as soon as you get your LLB degree, you all can opt for judiciary. Okay, our college has even taken our students for a field visit to the Maharashtra Judicial Academy to show them how the judges are trained. Okay, and even if you all, God forbid, you all get an ATKT or do not score a 60%, you all have to do a 3 years practice and then you all can apply for judiciary, a civil judge or a judicial magistrate of first class. And slowly you all can go to the level of becoming a high court judge as well as a Supreme Court judge. Okay, it's not necessary that you have to practice or you have to work somewhere to get into judiciary. You can even join corporate sector. You can even join companies. Okay, like Samsung, LG, as they are lawyers. You can represent their case. Okay, what these corporate lawyers do is they negotiate. Okay, they help in negotiation. They help in drafting. They help in non-litigation, and so on. So even you have that opportunity of getting into big companies once you have your LLB degree. Okay, you can also represent the case of the government, like BMC. There are so many matters which are going on in the High Court of BMC. So you can represent their case as and when the vacancy comes out to be a lawyer from the government side. Okay, and then there's also an option of being a public prosecutor. You can also be a public prosecutor. Okay, now how to get into all this and when to get into all this, if you all want, we can have a session on this. Okay, apart from this, you all can even get into academics. What is academics? You all can get into teaching. Okay, but well, for that you'll have to pursue your master's degree. Okay, in law. After pursuing your master's degree, you all can get into teaching, directly into teaching. Okay, if you all are BMM students, okay, if you people are BMM students, if you all pursue a law degree, you all can also become a journalist, a legal journalist. You all can write into legal periodicals or legal magazines or in the newspapers relating law, the cases of the courts, and so on. So you'll see there are many career options after LLB, right? You do not have to get into a 9-to-5 job or a 10-to-8 job. You can start with your own practice. You can start with your own law firm. You can opt for judiciary. You can opt for becoming a public prosecutor or get into government firms. Also, law will help you to clear your UPSC, MPSC exams, because part of that UPSC and MPSC is asked from the legal field. Okay. So, yeah, anyone, any questions? So, these will be your career options after law, and many other career options are opening up. You all can practice into IPR. Okay, intellectual property rights like patents, copyrights, trademarks. So there are companies which also hire for their copyrights. You all can draft, you all can present their copyrights case, and so on. Okay. So now our college, Barrister A.R. Antole College of Law, has been established in 2017 recently, but from then on we are doing well and we conduct field visits or industrial visits. Okay, we've taken our students to police station. Okay, we've taken our students to High Court, showed them various departments of the High Court. We have put banners, legal banners, social awareness legal banners. We have taken our students to the Maharashtra Judicial Academy to show how the judges are being trained. Also, during this online and amid COVID, we also had a debate session. We'll be doing an education competition. Okay, so we have had all of this amid COVID and during the online session. Okay, we, the staff of Barrister Antole College, are very supportive. So at any point of time, if you have any doubts regarding law or the career options, we also train you all in having good communication skills and how you represent yourself in court. Okay, so we are always available for your doubts. Okay, now I will like to call upon one of our students of Barrister A.R. Antole College of Law, Mustafa Raza. Okay, so you can ask him what came into his mind. Why did he pursue law? Why did he choose Barrister A.R. Antole College of Law? and also he will guide you all to MH CET. And I have another student of mine, okay, Faiza. Okay, so she will also be guiding you all about MH CET, because these are the people who have recently given their entrance exams. Okay, and how to crack them, which books they have referred, and most importantly, why they have chosen law as their career.
Assalamualaikum to everyone. Myself Mustafa Raza, and I'm a first year student of Barrister A.R. Antule College of Law. और मुझे जहाँ तक पता आप लोग थर्ड ईयर के स्टूडेंट हैं, ठीक है सभी लोग। और कौन सा बैच, कौन सा कोर्स दिए हैं? अच्छा, आईटी, मतलब मिक्स है। तो व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट, मतलब आफ्टर टी बाय आप मतलब क्या करना चाहोगे? एमसीए। और आफ्टर एमसीए जॉब, आप जॉब में क्या मतलब, हम मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, जैसे मैं भी एहतेशाम सर का स्टूडेंट हूँ, और आफ्टर एमसीए मतलब आप, जैसे मैं भी बीएससी आईटी कर चुका हूँ, देन उसके बाद में मैंने गवर्नमेंट में मैंने बिजनेस भी किया हूँ, मेरा बिजनेस चल भी रहा है। देन आफ्टर दैट आई एम परस्यूइंग दिस लॉ। तो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ कि एमसीए के बाद आपको क्या थिंकिंग है कि जैसे हम लोग, मैं भी एक स्टूडेंट हूँ आप जैसा, तो हम खुद एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि यार मैं एमसीए करूंगा तो एटलीस्ट मुझे 50 to 20,000 इनिशियली मिले, फिर आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज हो। हर कोई ये सोचता है। ठीक है, 25,000 आप इनिशियली एक्सपेक्ट करोगे या जो भी है, ठीक है ना। तो कॉल सेंटर्स में भी बहुत सारे, कोई बीपीओ में ट्राई करेगा, कोई इवन जैसे सर ने बताया था एमएमएस, तो उसने भी ट्राई कर लेगा आफ्टर 2 इयर्स। लेकिन एट द टाइम हमको एक सैचुरेशन लेवल आ जाता है। अगर जैसे कोई भी इंसान जैसे कोशिश कर रहा है, अल्टीमेटली वी आर डूइंग फॉर द अर्निंग्स, ठीक है। बट व्हाट इफ आई टोल्ड के आपको जॉब मिलेगा जिसमें आपको 5,000 रुपीज मिलेगा, ठीक है, 5,000 खाली 10 मिनट की मिलेगा। It is the law in which you will get 10,000 to lakh, even 5 to 10 lakhs for just for 1 hearing in a Supreme Court. If you become an advocate on record, सिर्फ advocate, for the litigation, even for the high court, even for the session court, normal court, you will get almost 3 to 4,000 per day, per hearing. और अगर आपका अगर एक ही कोर्ट में अगर 2 हियरिंग भी हो रही है तो आपके 10,000 पर डे तो हो ही गया। और अगर इस तरीके से 20 डेज में अगर 15 डेज भी होता तो आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर सकते हो। इस वे में अगर आप भी सोचोगे तो आप यू कैन बढ़ जाए। हाँ हाँ, ये इसका भी मैं क्वेश्चन का देता हूँ जवाब। इसमें क्या होता है, एक्चुअली व्हाट के वो जो स्टूडेंट रहते हैं, जो भी वो इंटर्न्स होते हैं, तो वो अपने सीनियर्स को ही जो बोल रहे हैं उस तरीके से करना पड़ता है, ठीक है। कम से कम आपको 2 साल तो मिनिमम आपको एक एडवोकेट, सीनियर एडवोकेट के अंदर जॉब करना पड़ेगा। तो इट्स बेटर कि आप वो करने से बेटर ना, जैसा अंजुमन जो हमारे जो एआर अंतुले कॉलेज है, इसमें बहुत ज्यादा रिलैक्सेशन है, कोई इतना अटेंडेंस का इतना मसला नहीं है। तो जैसे हम लोग भी जॉब कर रहे हैं, बिजनेस कर रहे हो साथ में, इवन मैं बता सकता हूँ कि हमारे क्लास में 2 डॉक्टर्स हैं। एक होली क्रॉस जो कोलाबा में जो स्कूल है उसकी प्रिंसिपल मैम हमारे क्लासमेट है, और एक यूपीएससी क्रैक्ट है जो कि रेलवे में हायर अथॉरिटी में 57 इयर्स के है, वो हमारे क्लासमेट है। तो दे आर डूइंग फॉर द सोशल कॉज आल्सो, और इसमें अर्निंग भी बहुत अच्छी है। लेकिन इट्स कम्प्लीटली अप टू यू कि हम किस तरीके से उसको डेवलप कर सकते हैं। और जो आपने जैसा बताया क्वेश्चन, इवन मैंने भी देखा कि हाई कोर्ट के और सेशन कोर्ट के बाहर वो पकड़ते हैं कि जस्ट लाइक इवन किला कोर्ट के बाहर पकड़ते हैं कि हम आपको नोटरी करवा देंगे, हम आपको। लेकिन वो क्या होता है, वो बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं कि जो कि एडवोकेट होते भी नहीं है। ब्लैक कोर्ट पहन के अगर आप भी बाहर खड़े रहोगे ना, तो कोई एडवोकेट ही समझेगा, कोई आपसे डिग्री नहीं पूछेगा, ये चीज। और ब्लैक कोट पहनना कोई जरूरी नहीं है, वो चीज है। लेकिन जैसे इनिशियली आपको 2 साल तो मिनिमम आपको एक सीनियर एडवोकेट के अंदर काम करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन जैसे मैंने बोला बहुत फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है अंजुमन कॉलेज में, तो वहां पर आप क्या कर सकते हो कि आप 1 साल आपने पढ़े, जैसे बाकी के जो 2 साल है ना, आप इंटर्नशिप भी कर सकते हो जस्ट फॉर 4 to 5 years।
4 to 5 hours a day, और साथ ही साथ में आप कॉलेज भी अटेंड कर सकते हो। आप नहीं भी अटेंड कर रहे हो तो इतना कोई वहाँ पर इतना मसला नहीं है अपने कॉलेज का, याद रखना। तो that's it.
से यूपीएससी एग्जाम में कोई प्रिपरेशन कर रहा है तो कितना तो कितना
इसके लिए तो बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्टिव है, क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली यूपीएससी में 2 ऑप्शनल भी आते हैं। हाँ, आपका पॉलिटी तो क्लियर हो जाएगा, लॉ करोगे, देन आपका जो 2 ऑप्शनल आएंगे तो आप ऑप्शनल में भी लॉ सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो। हाँ,
और लॉ प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए कोई एक बार नहीं है कि 60 के बाद तुम रिटायर हो गए तो आप नहीं कर सकते हो। इवन ये कहते हैं नो एज बार फॉर प्रैक्टिसिंग अब 70 हो 80 हो देन आल्सो पीपल स्टिल गो टू द कोर्स एंड प्रैक्टिस देयर लॉ। और इवन ड्राफ्टिंग वगैरह भी करते हैं इवन एंड प्रैक्टिस। तो बेसिकली देयर इज नो एक बात कि आप कोई कंपनी ज्वाइन करते हो एट द एज ऑफ 60 65 गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म टू रिटायर, बट इन दिस यू डू नॉट रिटायर। और अगर आप कंटिन्यूस लिटिगेशन में करते हो तो बाय द टाइम यू रीच 40 45 यू आर रेडी और वेल नोन एडवोकेट दैट पीपल कम टू यू एंड दे आर रेडी टू पे व्हाटएवर इट इज।
किसी को आर्यन खान ड्रग केस पता है? सुना तो होगा। उसका क्या मसला था? नॉर्मली मैं तो स्टूडेंट हूँ आप जैसा है, नॉर्मली बात है ना सर, आपको सर का भी स्टूडेंट होगा तो नॉर्मली आप बात करेंगे। उसमें क्या मसला था उसका आर्यन खान का? हाँ हाँ, वो तो था, लेकिन कोर्ट केस क्या चल रहा था? हाँ? नहीं, उसको बेल नहीं मिली, करेक्ट? अभी जो फिलहाल मसला जो चल रहा था वो बेल नहीं मिल रही थी। आपको पता है उसको जिसने बेल दिलाया है एडवोकेट ने, उसने कितना चार्ज किया है? एनी केसेस? हाँ,
और यार एक सोचो कितना चार्ज
कितना चार्ज? ये थोड़ा हाइपोथेटिकल हो गया, थोड़ा हाइपोथेटिकल हो गया। नहीं, 3 लाख फॉर 1 आवर, 1 घंटे के लिए उसने 3 लाख रुपीस में चार्ज किया। वो भी उसने एक मिस्टेक किया था कि जो जुरिस्डिक्शन होता है वहां पर उसने फाइन नहीं किया था, तो उसकी वजह से उसका बेल रिजेक्ट हुआ था, जब भी उसका मैटर हाई कोर्ट में भी गया। वो रीजन की वजह से उसका बेल रिजेक्ट हुआ था आर्यन खान। वो हिसाब से मुझे ये सब बताना था। इवन जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जो एडवोकेट होते हैं उनके इतना पावर होता है। आप यूपीएससी की बात कर रहे हो, यूपीएससी एक्चुअली में क्या होगा, आप आईएएस बनोगे, कलेक्टर बनोगे, फिर बाद में पीएम के अंडर में काम करोगे। लेकिन एक एडवोकेट ऑन रिकॉर्ड जो कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो एक लॉयर होता है उसमें इतना पावर होता है कि कमिश्नर डीआईजी को वो अपनी कोर्ट से बाहर भगा सकता है, इतना पावर होता है। मतलब देखा जाएगा तो जजेस के डायरेक्ट नीचे होते हैं। कोर्ट में भी, कोर्ट के बाहर भी बहुत पावर होता है, कोर्ट के बाहर भी बहुत पावर, बिकॉज दे नो, हर किसी को पता है कि एडवोकेट जहाँ तक हम देखेंगे कि जितने भी जो
पार्लियामेंट को भी चैलेंज कर सकते हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट।
जितने भी हमारे जो लीडर्स रह चुके हैं और आज भी जो लीडर्स है ज्यादा करके एडवोकेट्स है या बैरिस्टर है, जैसा हम सब जानते हैं। इवन महात्मा गांधी जी और जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी, तो सब लोग एडवोकेट और बैरिस्टर थे। वो हिसाब से आप इकोनॉमिकली पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू प्लस पावर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अगर देखेंगे तो एडवोकेट्स आर मच मोर पावरफुल देन अ यूपीएससी ग्रेजुएट। और इसमें अगर किसी को रजिस्ट्रेशन करना हो तो किस तरीके से रजिस्ट्रेशन करना, फायदा भी नहीं।
Good morning. Good afternoon to everyone. As my friend ने बताया कि आपको लॉ में क्या क्या करियर है, कैसे क्या करना है, तो इसका स्टार्ट कहाँ से होता है? आपको बिगनिंग कहाँ से करना है? सीडी से। फर्स्ट आपको रजिस्टर करना है, एक सिंपल आपकी जो डिटेल्स है वो सब रजिस्टर करना है, ठीक है। देन उसके बाद आपको जैसे हॉल टिकट एज यू आर पीवाई स्टूडेंट्स आपको तो पता होगा हॉल टिकट जो रहता है वो रहेगा। देन आपका एग्जाम करना होगा, ओके। देन एग्जाम डेट आएगी, देन एग्जाम करना होगा। सो लाइक आपको इसके लिए प्रिपेयर कैसे करना है और LLB 3 years। तो हमारे 4 सब्जेक्ट्स रहते हैं, लीगल एप्टीट्यूड एंड रीजनिंग, जनरल नॉलेज एंड करंट अफेयर्स, इंग्लिश एंड लॉजिकल रीजनिंग एंड एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग। तो आपको लीगल एप्टीट्यूड एंड रीजनिंग के लिए लाइक मार्क्स डिवाइड होते हैं 150 मार्क्स एंड नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग रहती है सब में। सब MCQ बेस्ड होता है, आपको जो एक थोड़ा तो पता ही होगा लाइक सीटी का तो करना चाहिए, सब MCQ बेस्ड होता है। तो इसकी प्रिपरेशन लाइक अभी आपका जैसे सीटी का रजिस्ट्रेशन स्टार्ट हो गया, लाइक अप्रैल 25 और 24 लास्ट डेट है। तो एंड जून में आपका एग्जाम रहेगा, हार्डली आपके पास 1 या 2 मंथ्स है प्रिपरेशन के लिए। तो लाइक इसकी स्टार्ट आप कैसे कर सकते हैं? आप पहले जो सिलेबस है, आप पहले सिलेबस निकाल के उसको पूरा रीड करो, लाइक अंडरस्टैंड करो कि आपको उसमें है क्या, बिकॉज आपने फर्स्ट टू टीवाई किया, कुछ चीजें तो आपके बेसिक नॉलेज पे डिपेंड रहती है, ऐसा नहीं कि लाइक हर चीज आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा। तो जो फर्स्ट टू लाइक टीवाई किया आपने, तो कुछ चीजें आपकी बेसिक नॉलेज में ही है। तो आप जब सिलेबस निकालोगे फिर इसको पढ़ोगे तो उसमें आपको इंग्लिश जो रहेगा, आई थिंक सबको तो आती होगी इंग्लिश। देन कॉम्प्रिहेंशन के टाइप जो क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे वो आप सॉल्व कर लेंगे। आपको कुछ बोलना है? देन लॉजिकल रीजनिंग जो रहेगा उसमें आपको पजल पार्ट सॉल्व करना रहेगा, उसकी आपको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगी, लाइक जिसको 90 अबव स्कोर भी होता है। तो आपको लाइक डेली 2 पजल्स रहेंगे जो आपको डेली सॉल्व करना रहेगा, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन जो रहेगा वो डेली पढ़ना पड़ेगा इफ यू वांट टू स्कोर लाइक 90 अबव और 100 अबव। देन आपको लाइक लॉ फील्ड में एक ऐसा है कि आपको करंट अफेयर्स से डेली मतलब अटैच रहना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज आपको आपकी जो फील्ड है उसके लिए आपको हर चीज की नॉलेज होना जरूरी है जो करंट अफेयर्स के रिलेटेड है।
लॉज भी अमेंड होते हैं,
बिकॉज बहुत
भी नहीं है तो लॉज भी अमेंड होते रहते हैं एज पर द सोसाइटी, चेंजिंग द सोसाइटी।
तो न्यू अमेंडमेंट्स जो आते हैं आपको उससे मतलब करंटली मतलब टच में रहना पड़ेगा कि कैसे क्या हो रहा है। एंड देन आप लाइक गूगल कर सकते हैं, लाइक प्रीवियस मॉक टेस्ट जो रहते हैं वो बहुत बेनिफिशियल रहते हैं, लाइक एज माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस। आप जितना हो सके मॉक टेस्ट दे सकते हैं, उससे आपको लाइक आपको पता चलेगा कि आप कहाँ पे मतलब स्कोर कर रहे हो, तो आप नेक्स्ट टाइम और उससे ज़्यादा अच्छा स्कोर कर सकते हो। देन लाइक जैसे सर ने बोला कि कोचिंग रहती है, देन यूट्यूब पे भी आप वीडियो देख के अपनी प्रिपरेशन खुद कर सकते हो।
Thank you, everyone.
Otherwise, we are always available at Barrister MBA College of Law. You can also come in person and meet our principal, our professors, and also our students. You can speak regarding any doubts. We are always available. Okay, I will also share my number and our college website to sir. So in case any doubts, you can get in contact with us.
हमारे क्लास में डिसाइड किया था कि अगर किसी को एक्चुअली तो अगर उसकी बुक एज अ रेफरेंस बुक प्रोवाइड करेंगे एट द फ्री ऑफ।
नहीं, अलग अलग डिफरेंट।
लॉजिकल और ये सब
बीएड के लिए अलग, एमएमएस के लिए अलग। आप dt.org पे जाओगे ना तो सारे लिस्ट मिलेगी आपको, कौन से एग्जाम के लिए, सॉरी कौन से कोर्स के लिए कौन सा एंट्रेंस है। बट मेरा स्टूडेंट हमेशा एडवाइस रहता है कि जब कभी भी आप फाइनल ईयर में हो तो जितने एंट्रेंस आप एलिजिबल हो सारे एंट्रेंस अपीयर करने चाहिए, ताकि आपके के बाद फाइनल ईयर रिजल्ट के बाद आप करना है। अदरवाइज कन्वेंशनल कोर्सेज में जहां बिना एंट्रेंस एडमिशन मिलता है वो भी आप कर सकते हो, दैट इज नॉट अ बैड ऑप्शन। बट फिर भी क्या होता है, प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज एक डिग्री आपके पास ऐसी होनी चाहिए जो आपको प्रोफेशनली क्वालिफाई करे और आपके प्रोफेशनल करियर में आपको हेल्प करे। आज नहीं तो कम से कम जॉब के बाद आपको जब प्रमोशन के लिए, मैनेजरल पोजीशन के लिए अप्लाई करना होगा तो आपको एमबीए लगेगा। आपको अगर आगे और पढ़ाई करनी है, मुझे लगता है कि इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से हर किसी को पढ़ना ही चाहिए। तो इसके लिए ना, भले ही आप आज नहीं तो कम से कम फ्यूचर में तो अपने एलएलबी के बारे में सोच ही सकते हो। इवन our Lakdawala sir has done LLB at the age of 47. So if he can do it at this stage, you are too young to study and excel your career in law as well as MBA and other. तो वैसे तो वोट ऑफ थैंक्स में ना हम टॉप टू बॉटम आते हैं, लेकिन आज मेरा मन करता है कि मैं बॉटम टू टॉप आऊं, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स जो सबसे पहले है हमारे लिए, क्योंकि एन एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द स्टूडेंट, फॉर द स्टूडेंट एंड ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स। स्टूडेंट्स ही हमारी जान है। ये हमें तब पता चला जब लॉकडाउन हुआ और ये सारा फ्लोर मुझे खाली मिलता था, एम्प्टी रहता था, तो तब पता चला कि ये बॉडी और आत्मा तो है, बॉडी और शरीर तो है, लेकिन इसका आत्मा और इसकी सोल और इसकी रूह जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं हमारे, वो मिसिंग है। और यही वजह है कि आज का प्रोग्राम हमने ऑफलाइन रखा। इसे ऑनलाइन भी किया जा सकता, लेकिन रूबरू मिलने का जो मजा है और इंटरेस्ट है वो कुछ और है। ये अलग बात है कि आज थोड़ा सा हमारा टाइम एक्सटेंड हो गया है, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा सेशन रहा बाय ऑल द 3 रिसोर्स पर्संस। आई एम थैंकफुल टू डॉक्टर इरफान लखानी सर, ही इज ऑल्सो अवर ओन एल्यूमिनाई। तो सर के लिए ये कॉलेज नया नहीं है, ही इज नॉट अवर गेस्ट, ही इज अवर ओन। और अवेश सर, ही आई न्यू हिम because of his hard work and his skill set, especially in business data analytics. So sir, IT स्टूडेंट्स के लिए आपका एक सेशन डेटा एनालिटिक्स पे मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा। अगर दूसरे स्टूडेंट एक्सेल सभी सीख सकते हैं, बिकॉज एवरीवन विल बी रिक्वायर्ड, बट इट विल बी अ 2-3 आवर वर्कशॉप लाइक। तो थोड़ा सा शहरी वो कंप्यूटर लैब में होगा। तो इफ स्टूडेंट्स आर इंटरेस्टेड वी कैन कीप वन सेशन ऑन बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स। सर इज मास्टर इन दैट सब्जेक्ट। तो नहीं, हर चैंपियन ऐसे ही बोलता है कि मैंने कुछ किया नहीं और बहुत कुछ करना बाकी है। तो बहुत अच्छा रहा सर, ये सेशन बहुत फ्रूटफुल रहा, एंड इट विल बी अ ग्रेट हेल्प फॉर आवर स्टूडेंट्स टू टेक डिसीजन इन देयर selecting the future courses, especially after graduation. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your patience hearing.